Hey, Mr. James from Charm City Karate. This is our chat from Matt on bully prevention. This is our last one on this topic because it is the last week of Bully Prevention Month. So we're going to talk about some new stuff and then kind of do a wrap up. So what to do when it happens. You're getting bullied. Obviously, we want to do everything we can to stay out of any kind of physical contact. That's worst case scenario. So acronyms are a good way to remember something that you need to do. The military, the police, they've used them for ages and ages. Lots of training that you go through, we use acronyms to help you remember things. When I was in 6th grade, I think, this kid in our class named Eugene came up with an acronym to help us remember the planets in the solar system and the order that they came in. It was my very easy system, just set up 9 planets. So, there you go. And I still remember it. So, anyway, the acronym that you can use to remember what to do if you're getting bullied is SMART. Okay, so the S in SMART is stay calm. If you can. It's always good to stay calm. That will allow you to do some of the things we talked about last time, like using humor or just walking away, distracting techniques like, oh yeah, that's really funny. Hey, look, a pterodactyl, and then you leave. Okay? The M from SMART, move away. Just walk out of there, man, if you can. The A, act confident. Okay, that means head up, shoulders back, okay? Not slumped over looking at your toes. That looks like a victim. It's no good. And really, if you got the act confident down, a lot of times, you don't have to worry about bullying anyway. But R, report and record, or record. Okay, that means you got to tell somebody and write it down. That'll help. You know, a lot of times when adults hear about a kid getting bullied, they think that time that you tell them was the first time or the only time that it happened, and it's not. But when you go up and you say, Johnny pushed me off the swing, they go, oh, all right. Well, tell him not to do it. You're like, man, Johnny's been pushing me off the swing for a month. Every time we come outside to play, he shoves me off the swing. I'm telling you, and you're like, tell him not to. You don't think I told him not to? Oh my God, he does it all the time. But they're thinking, he did it this one time, so what's the big deal? Okay? So you say, he always pushes me off the swing. And they think, always? Really? I don't know. Never heard you complain about it before. See? But if you write it down and you're like, Monday, Johnny pushed me off the swing. Tuesday, Johnny pushed me off the swing. Right? And then they say, oh, go tell him not to do it. And you're like, he always pushes me off the swing. And they say, really? And you pull out this piece of paper and you're like, look, all these days he pushed me off the swing. And they're going to go, oh my God, you wrote it all. Wow, we got to do something about this. Okay? Plus, if you go to your teacher and you say, see all these times he pushed me off the swing, and she says, okay, just go play on something else. Then you go to your parents and you show them and you say, my teacher didn't do anything about this. Then they can go to the principal and they can say, look at all these. And the teacher didn't want to do anything about it. Now the principal's going to do something about it. Okay? I'm not saying any of you have a bad enough teacher that she would ignore it. Just saying if you did. Okay? Now you have proof that it happened. Okay? And it wasn't a one-time event. You should do that if you're getting bullied at work too. Okay? Because if you go to court about it, you're going to need that record. Okay? Moving on. The T in SMART is talk to someone. Talk to someone you can trust. So, who can help you? Hey, we talked about that in a previous video. Check that one out. But talk to somebody that can help. Okay? I mean, talking to your friends will help you feel better. Talking to somebody who can do something about it, that'll help a lot. Okay? And remember that in a school, everybody needs to feel safe so that they can learn. Okay? If this is you watching at work, everybody needs to feel safe at work so that they get their work done. If you're sitting there all day stressing out about that guy from 6 cubicles over coming over and messing with you, you're not going to be able to get your work done. Right? Same thing in school. You can't pay attention to Mrs. Wormwood if all you're thinking about is Big Billy coming over and breaking your pencil and shoving your face into the desk or beating you up when you go out for recess. Okay? Everybody needs to feel safe to learn. So, it's important to deal with these bullies. Okay? Also remember, friends tell. If your buddy is getting shoved off the swing every day by Scott Farkas, you got to tell somebody. It's not tattling. Tattling is when you tell on somebody just to get them in trouble because you're mean. Telling on somebody that's beating somebody up or bullying them is totally different, okay? That's somebody that needs to get in trouble, all right? A tattletale is somebody that's like, Mrs. Wormwood, Billy's sharpening his pencil down till it's only 1 inch. What do you care? He's not hurting anybody. It's his pencil. Who cares? Let Billy sharpen his pencil down to 1 inch. He's just going to get his little cramp in his hand anyway. Doesn't matter. Parents have to buy him 10 pencils. Okay? All right, so let's give you a quick recap over like the highlights. Okay? For bullying, to be bullying, you need 3 things. Do you remember what they are? Huh? Okay, first thing, it has to be intentional. If they don't mean to pick on you or they didn't mean to shove you off the swing, it's not really bullying, okay? It's an accident. Those happen. It has to be a repeated event, all right? If I accidentally say something mean to you, or if I say something mean to you but I only ever do it once, maybe I was having an awful day, right? I don't know. Maybe I stubbed my toe and you come up and you're like, Mr. James, can I? And I'm like, shut up! Okay? I wasn't really mad at you. I wasn't trying to be mean to you. Stubbed my foot, man. Okay? Probably never do it again. All right? So, and there has to be an imbalance of power. What that means is if a kid that's half your size and can't do anything to you comes up and he calls you a poo-poo, that's not bullying, man. If you call that kid a poo-poo, that could be bullying. All right? So, it has to be intentional, repetitious, and there has to be an imbalance of power. It has to have those 3 things. Okay, moving on. The people involved are called what? That's right, the bully, the victim, and the bystander. 3 things again. Ooh, 3 is a big number. Okay, and then smart means stay calm, move away, act confident, report, and tell someone. Okay, so keep those things in mind. And parents, if you're watching this, if your kid tells you they're being bullied, believe them, back them up. Don't just assume that they're blowing something out of proportion. Okay? Get your kids back on this. If you dig into it and you find out that it was no big deal, that's good. If you blow it off and it turns out that it is a big deal, you're going to feel bad your whole life. Okay? And you're going to have lost something you can't get back. Kid tells you they're getting bullied, believe them, back them up. Okay? Dig into it. And if any of you out there need more help or more materials on this, I've got some great resources, so feel free to email me or leave a comment below. Thanks. I'm Mr. James, Charm City Karate. This is our bully prevention video. Have a great day.